Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Unchauskas. Today is the 12th of October 2018. So welcome everyone. Welcome to this Friday's afternoon session where we're gonna have a look at a few charts. We'll try to keep it easy and just relaxed because well, given that it's Friday already, so yep, I mean we're getting closer to the European end here, closing end for of course I mean the market's end, but yep. So anyway, long story short, guys, before we start looking at the charts, let's quickly have a look at our risk disclaimer. So the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, should not be considered as such, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, a few seconds for you to read the rest and we can continue. So, okay, let's not waste any more of our time and let's jump into the charts. Now, the first one I want to touch on is the S&P 500. Now, of course, the equity markets are now hitting the spotlight, or should I probably rephrase that? We're hitting the spotlight since Wednesday, and this is the picture that we're seeing here on the S&P 500. So, of course, initially we were trading here within this uprising channel, but then coming on Thursday, as you can, I'm sorry, Thursday, on Wednesday, we saw this nice break here through the lower side of it, and of course this is the sell-off that we had. So at the moment, looking at this daily chart here, we can see that the index is trading now below this 200 EMA. The big question here is, will it actually manage to get back here above this and close the week above this 200 EMA, or are we going to stay here somewhere around this area, and actually then we're going to aim for lower levels next week again? So for now, that's going to be the big question. Let's see how this market trades today. But the important levels here to keep an eye on. So basically on the downside, keep your eyes on this little level right here at around 2690, and that has been marked here by the low of the 28th of June. So basically a very good potential area of support around that area, and this could potentially get tested if this continues to travel lower. You can keep an eye on the lows that we saw around yesterday time, and that was approximately around the 2710. So a nice good break below that could open the path towards the 2690 that I was talking about. Of course, slightly above that, we do have the the psychological 2700 level. So yep, hopefully, like I said, hopefully we could see a further continuation here to the downside, where we could test that this quite important support zone. I do apologize, guys. I hope you can hear me okay, and I'm struggling slightly with my video here. So okay, guys, I hope you can hear me okay, and to be honest, this is not what I need for Friday right now, and I hope, right, okay. Okay, guys, sorry for this. I do apologize for these small technical issues here, but right, anyway, coming back to the S&P here, we, on the upside here, basically keep your eyes on this little level right here that we've got around the 2770 mark, maybe just slightly above that, 2771. A nice good test of that level could potentially maybe interest the bulls again, and of course a nice good break above that level could probably interest the bulls, maybe to drive this one a little bit higher here for a bit more correction to the upside, and then we could maybe test one of these key area of resistances. So for now, of course, this is looking more bearish than bullish, so keep your eyes on the on this level right here on the bottom here around the 20, just slightly below the psychological 2700, and that's around the 2690 zone. So keep your eyes on that one. Okay, let's jump into gold basically. So gold here, yesterday I was covering this one and I was talking about the upside here, the potential break of the of this range that we saw the gold trading in, and yesterday of course we saw this nice push here through the downside resistance line, and of course through this upper side of the range, through the 1215 zone. Today we kind of almost managed to get back to it and test it, but just fell shy of a few points here. But nevertheless, I can see that the bulls are kind of kicking in right now and trying to lift this this commodity back up here. So in a way, if we're going to stay here today, if we're going to close today above this 1215, now certainly we could see something next week, maybe pushing the bulls coming in again and pushing the commodity higher again. Of course, we do have a nice good potential area of resistance here around the 1235, and then slightly above that we do have the 1245. But if those two don't hold, kind of it could be opening the path towards the level here that we saw around the 9th of July, and that's approximately around the 1266. So but that's of course if we're gonna get a nice close here above the 1215 level, and these are the higher levels here, the potential resistance levels to watch above. The first, of course, the 1235, slightly above that the 1245. So let me just quickly mark that one here. There we go. On the downside, well, it's kind of for us to get comfortable, let's say for this one, moving lower back down towards maybe the 1183 or something like that, we would need to get a nice good break here below this downside resistance line. And of course, I mean, we would need to see this one closing below this downside resistance line. But for now, I mean, for today, that's probably not going to be the case, but maybe something for next week. But again, like I said, at the moment this is looking more bullish than bearish. So keep your eyes on this one, keep your eyes on the 1215 level today. Let's see how that plays out. Okay, jumping into euro dollar. Now the euro dollar here, let me just put the 4-hour chart on this one, and certainly looking at this picture, as you can see, we've managed to break this short-term upside support line here, and now we've tested the 115.50 zone. Sorry, the gold is still in my head, and we've managed to test the 115.50 zone approximately here. So this is going to be the one to watch today. This is something that I've posted already today here. If we look at the 1-hour chart, I've posted this idea here. If basically if we would get a nice break below the 115.75, this could open the path towards the 115.50. Now this is what happened right now. Certainly if this doesn't hold, if the 115.50 doesn't hold today, then well, further continuation to the downside could lead towards a test of the 115.25, the level that we were watching this whole week. And of course this could turn out to be a bit more to the downside if we would get a break and a close below the 115.25. So we could see further declines, but to be honest, the 115.25 will be that, or should I say could be that level to keep an eye on. If let's say if we're not going to get to that level today, then something for next week. So for now, for today, probably just keep your eyes on the 115.50. Let's see how that plays out. If this doesn't come back above the 115.75, then yep, we could see further declines going into the beginning of next week. Maybe of course that could be an idea, but for now let's maybe not get ahead of ourselves too much and initially see what it wants to do with this 115.50 zone. GBPCAD, GBPCAD here. Now this one is a good one, and for this one let me jump into the 4-hour chart back here. So basically we are testing this this short-term upside support line taken from the low of the 4th of October, and if this is going to stay here below this upside support line here, now this could be something of an interest for the bears, where then they could kind of drive the pair back down towards the 1.7010 level, approximately there. Now this level acted as a very nice area of resistance here around the 8th of October. Good potential area of support now could be, but again, for that to see, we would need to get a nice close below this upside support line. On the upside, for us to get comfortable again with this pair moving higher, we would need to see a move a move back all the way towards the 172.85, and eventually a nice close above that level, and this way we could then aim for much higher levels. So, but for now, of course, all eyes are on this upside support line. Let's see how that plays out today. And like I said, if we do get a close here lower, then yep, we could end up moving towards the 170.10 mark, maybe next week. And actually the last pair quickly that I wanted to show you, and this is something of basically, this is just an idea here. So I'll jump into USD South African Rand. Now, looking at this daily chart, and you probably already can see what's happening here. So basically, overall, we're still above this upside support line taken from the low of the 26th of March. But at the moment, as you can see, that the dollar, the USDZAR is experiencing a bit of weakness here. Now, if this formation is going to get confirmed, then we could could be looking at something like a head and shoulders formation here. But again, that's why I'm saying this is just an idea. This is something to keep an eye on, because for this to kind of confirm this, we would need to see a break below this neckline, and that would be around around the 14 zone, approximately there. So this could be a nice confirmation, and of course this would lead towards a break of this upside support line as well. So in a way, something for you guys to keep an eye on, to continue monitoring. If this pair suddenly reverses and moves higher here and breaks and closes above the 15 zone, then well, probably scrap the whole idea, and we'll just forget about this, and concentrate on this upside support line then. So, but like I said, this is just something for you to keep an eye on, so to keep in mind, and yep, eventually maybe we could see something like this playing out. But again, I'll repeat myself, for that to see, we would need to see a nice good break here, and a close, well, not only below this upside support line, but also this theoretical neckline here that we've got, and that's around the 14 level. So keep your eyes on that one. Okay guys, I hope you found it useful, and I do apologize for if you've experienced some technical issues here. So yep, my internet is jumping around a little bit, but anyway, we managed to plow through this, and I hope you have a good weekend. For those, of course, who are finished for today, for those who are still going to be trading the US session, I hope you make a lot of pips. And in general, guys, thank you very much for watching and listening, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.